Today we are making our first cooking video. We're going to make a simple vegetable soup. It's not a vegetarian soup though, it's got chicken broth in it. We're using carrots and broccoli, green onions, sugar snap peas. That's the chicken base. Onions,
olive
oil, and a lot of spices.
some garlic.
Oh, and horseradish. I can't speak.
Oops.
You're gonna put about a tablespoon or two
Don't
in
put
the
that much
pot.
olive
Don't put
oil.
that much oil in there. To fry your onions and your garlic. Is that all you're frying first?
Oh yeah, right now. Just make sure it's hot when you put it in.
Because you want your onions and your garlic to brown before you put your soup broth in there.
Get all this stuff ready.
We have, ooh, it's hot. We have crushed chili, black pepper, onion, salt, thyme, ginger, paprika, granulated garlic, cayenne pepper, horseradish, parsley, oregano, and celery salt. We also have bay leaves, which is right there. You have to make sure that you take them out of the soup before you serve it. Right now he's cooking his onions.
Sauteing.
Sure, whatever it's called.
Make sure you clean the fan on.
It makes a real smell in your house. You don't want to leave your onions sit because they'll burn. I think that's common sense for anybody that's just cooking now. Other than me, I can't cook.
Okay, and then when the onions are a bit done, you add the garlic. I put about 5 cloves in here. Okay, and you don't have to cook this for too long. I'm just gonna add the carrots.
How many carrots do you have?
2 carrots in here.
They were fairly large carrots too.
Turn that down so it doesn't sound like there's a salmon in here.
This is just a recipe for 2 of us, so if you want to make more, then just put more vegetables in it.
Oh no. I think we need a bigger pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold that bad boy.
Yeah. We're just gonna get a bigger pot for this. I'll just wait till this is fried and then we'll put it in there.
The chicken base that we are using is it's not a broth, it's just a base, and it can be really salty. So if you're trying to have less sodium or fat, I guess, too, use a low sodium or low fat chicken broth instead of a base, and it'll make it healthier.
Okay, so it's going to look like that when it's ready to go. And for the next step, I'm just going to empty it in here.
Sounds like the peas on fire. So the onions and garlic are pretty brown now. Oh, he stole the pot away from me.
Okay, and then I just boiled my water in a kettle, so it's faster.
And the kettle gets really hot.
Put lots of water in there. That was about 7 cups of water. Oh no.
Making a mess. Trial and error.
Okay, so now I'm going to put about 1 big spoonful of base in here.
If you're not worried about the sodium or the fat, it's a really good base to use.
And mix it around.
It has very strong flavor. We're talking about total opposite things. Well, not really, but...
Maybe a little bit more.
It all depends on your liking. Oops.
Just don't cut your arm off. Okay, so the prep took about 15 minutes to do anyway. We'll throw the bay leaves in there.
What are you running around looking for?
Now, I've never tried this before, but I'm going to put a little bit of horseradish in the soup. Just a very little bit.
We got chicken in there.
Okay.
Sorry, just took your job.
Then I like lots of pepper.
Again, all the spices you can do to your taste. And we use all different kinds of spices. It changes every time we make a soup. So you can put anything that you like in it.
Smells like it needs a little bit more chicken broth.
Smells like carrots. We have cayenne pepper and crushed chilies because every time we make a soup we like it to be a little spicier. If you like a mild soup, just leave out the spices, I guess.
Now I'm going to put some garlic in it. Some garlic salt. Just a little bit because the base already has salt in it.
And garlic.
A little bit of paprika for the soup. Oh my god.
Make sure you have the right side of
the other side
shaker.
of the shaker. No, I'm not going to do that with the ginger. Just
Oh, you're
a little bit of ginger in here. Oh, that wrecked it.
Don't do that in your soup, guys. He just
It's a
had
little
the
bit salty, but it's still good.
he just had the funniest face when he tried that.
So I'm just going to skip the salt in it now because it doesn't need any more salt.
But normally we put celery salt in our soup because it has a very nice flavor of celery.
Some parsley.
Is that one oregano?
Yep, some oregano. Well, I like lots of oregano.
We like lots of spices in our soup.
And some thyme. Don't dump the whole bottle in.
Like you just did with the paprika. And be easy with that.
A little bit of cayenne pepper.
And literally means a little bit.
A little bit less than. And some chili flakes.
Don't kill it. How long are you going to cook your soup for after you put all your spices in it?
It's pretty much ready already, but I like to let it sit.
The longer you
Simmer for a
cook
while.
it, the more the spices have to cook into your soup and the stronger it will taste. Please, don't burn your mouth off.
Just gonna put some of the hot soup in here to try to get some of the extra base out.
Now we have the snap peas, the green onions, and broccoli. We leave them to the end because they cook so much faster than the carrots and onions do.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn it down now to about 4,
What temperature did you have it on before then?
7.
So when you first start cooking it, you put it on a fairly high heat.
Okay, and this is what it should kind of look like. You could also put canned chicken in here if you wanted chicken. Or regular chicken. Okay, but we're just going to let it simmer for a bit and we'll be right back when it's ready. Okay, it's simmered for about 20 minutes now. So I'm going to take the bay leaves out before I forget. Hot. Oh.
You can tell that it's gotten richer in color from the spices and cooking. He's going to put the broccoli in now, the green onions, and the peas.
I'm only going to leave this in here long enough to warm up because it's going to get really soggy.
And he doesn't like his vegetables on it.
Not too many peas. Just a little.
If you like your vegetables really soft and well cooked, you can leave the broccoli and the peas in longer. But I would recommend you putting them in last still because they cook a lot faster than all of the other vegetables.
Pour the onions here. Also, you could add celery if you have any. Celery stuff. Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh no. I'm going to add a little bit more water.
It's all basically eyeballing what you like and what you don't like in the soup. I guess you're not going to put anything you don't like in the soup.
Put a cup of water.
That was not a cup of water. Was it? Oh. I can't measure.
Okay, so we're going to let it simmer for about 5 more minutes and then we'll show you the final result.